You told reporters last week that you and top Canadian officials have prepared retaliatory tariffs for whatever President Trump announces tomorrow. Will the severity of your response depend on what you hear from President Trump?
That's correct, Ryan. First of all, I always start off every interview saying Canadians love Americans. They love the U.S. I love the U.S. I spent 20 years of my life there. But yes, we're going to retaliate. We're going to retaliate appropriately, but hard as well. As I've always said, we have the two greatest countries in the world. Let's build an AMCAN fortress. You know, President Trump ran on growing the economy, creating jobs, and that's not going to happen. It's going to hurt the American economy. I don't call it Liberation Day for Americans. I call it Termination Day, because there are people going to be laid off. Assembly lines will shut down. You can't just cut off your largest customer in the world, and that's Canada. And we're at a fever pitch right now in this country, as my American friends are just going on their daily business every day. There's 40 million Canadians that are ramped up, literally going down retail shopping aisles, looking to see what's made in Canada, what's made in the U.S. I've never seen anything like it.
And you said, sir, that you spoke to Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick about what to expect for Ontario tomorrow, and that he didn't even know. What does that tell you about how the way the administration is handling all of this?
Well, I'm not too sure how the administration's handling this. Sometimes I wonder, do they really not know? Or are they just blowing smoke? I think a lot of them really don't know. At least the senators and governors and Congress women and men, they aren't too sure what's going on. And to be very frank, we aren't too sure. So let's see what happens on tomorrow, April 2nd. The market's going to respond negatively. These are people's pension funds. Americans will be hurt. And that's the last thing I want to see. I want to build a strong AMCAN fortress to protect Canada and the U.S. We have the critical minerals, we have the energy, we have the potash and the uranium, and the list goes on. And there's no one else I'd want to sell to more than our greatest allies and friends in the entire world.
Well, I have to imagine, though, that level of unpredictability makes it very difficult for you as well. Talk to me a little bit about how just not knowing what this outcome could be and the impact that could potentially have on both the economy of the United States and Canada.
Well, Ryan, no one likes uncertainty. Americans don't like uncertainty. Canadians don't. Businesses don't. The market doesn't like uncertainty. It stalls investments. That's the last thing we want to do.